Alright, before this episode starts, I'd just like to point out that unfortunately the audio for the video file is missing for this episode. So I'm just going to be playing background music from other games while we go through this episode. It's just a side quest episode, so there isn't really much we're missing in the music department. And if we are, then we'll just be seeing them again later on in the game. So this is pretty much just a disclaimer, so now on to the episode. Welcome back everybody to the episode that all Let's Players dread. It is the side quest episode. Last episode we left Koopa Bros Fortress and defeated Dream Triple for the second time, and now we'll be heading over to this new shop here we were informed of in this chapter, well in chapter 1. So it's a badge shop, and basically we could use our coins to purchase badges. Now this is where a lot of my coins will be going to because this shop has some really good badges. So for example, we could buy the Speedy Spin here, which basically increases the speed of our spin dash for 1 badge point. And 50 coins. A very good investment for me because we'll be going through some very crazy side quests and it will speed up the process for me. So I'll just show you guys it real quick. If I could pause here. Let's see here. Speedy Spin. So this is how the spin dash looks like now. A lot faster than the original spin dash. A godsend of a badge. Alright, so now we're gonna head south there, and if you'll notice, the debris is now gone. So now we can explore further into this town. So first off, we're gonna go... Actually, there's something else we gotta do first. Sorry, I gotta cut away real quick. Alright, we're back. So now let's head inside this building here. This building belongs to this old woman known as Tasty, and she can cook items for you. Now, there's only a certain amount of items she can cook. Any items that she's unable to cook, she will only give you a mistake, which only heals 1 HP and 1 FP, which is something we don't want to do. So, for example, we're going to try cooking this mushroom here. And we got to go through this process every single time she cooks an item. She goes over there and says, tra-la-la-la-la-la, and gives us the end result, which is a fried shroom, which heals 6 HP and 2 FP. So if you have any mushrooms that are in the area, definitely cook them because you benefit from fried shrooms more than mushrooms, that's for sure. So I'm just gonna cook this Koopa leaf here. Now, you may have remembered from a previous episode that I said there was a difference between the Goom Nuts and the Koopa leaves. This here is the difference. So, if you were to cook a Koopa leaf, you would get Koopa tea, which heals 7 FP, which is really, really good actually. A lot better than honey syrup, that's for sure. But, if you cook a Goom Nut, then you will get something a lot better. Equivalent to an item that we're holding right now. No. Well, at least it's not as long as the Paper Mario Does in Your Door one, that's for sure. So, this item here is the Nutty Cake, which heals 10 flower points, equivalent to a maple syrup. To get that this early in the game, and to get them this way that's so easily accessible, is really, really, really good, especially early in the game. Redundancy at its finest. So now that we're done here, we're gonna go see that old Koopa in Koopa Village again. So, it's time to cut away. Alright, so Koopa Koot's first favor calls us to Goomba Village. What we have to do first I'm just gonna get myself a Goom Nut here. Another free Nutty Cake. What we actually gotta do here is go to Goomba here and ask for the tape.
So Mario, how goes the adventure thus far? Are you keeping cool? Keep your wits about you and you'll beat Bowser hands down. Mario, it looks like something else is on your mind. What? Koopa Koot said he wants the tape back?
Why do you sound so surprised? I guess because of the memory, but he's gonna grab it. Where does he keep this tape? What's so special about this tape anyway? He keeps it behind the chair, alright? Where do these Goombas sleep? Do they all sleep on that bench? That really sucks if that's the case. Alright, so we got the tape.
What's that? You want to know what's on the tape, do you? Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't tell you at the moment. It was great, though.
Okay. Let's head back to Koopa Koot's, and for getting this tape, we get a 1 coin! Woohoo! Alright, so you may be wondering, why am I killing myself over this old man here? Sure, he gave me a card to access a playroom that we don't even know where it is at Toad Town, but there is a special reason why I'm doing it. First off, this next favor, Koopa Coot, wants some Koopa tea, which requires, as you have seen earlier, brewing of Koopa leaves. So we're just going to give him the Koopa tea here. And now you'll know the reason why I want to do this old man's favors. It's a special gift. You know what it is? It's 3 star pieces. Yes, he actually gives you something extremely useful other than those credit cards. So, we're gonna be doing this old man's favors, and we're getting those star pieces. Dang it. Alright, so after that favor, his third favor requires us to get Luigi's autograph. So, cutting away to Mario's house right now. The great thing about visiting Luigi after every chapter, you see him doing something completely different. Here he's sitting on a rock. Let's ruin his magical time by blowing it up. Mario is such a jerk here. Hi Mario, I figured I'll have an adventure sooner or later, so I'm training. What's that? Dry Desert? Oh sure, there's a train that goes there from Toad Town. Hey, maybe I'll tag along. No, you sure? Just give me a chance. Friggin' Mario, you should have brought him along. Alright, so now he's gonna give us the autograph. Yes, you should be flattered. You are a celebrity, man. Nintendo is devoting a whole year to you in 2013. Keep hanging on there, Luigi. You'll be getting 3 games in a row in 1 year. So, yes, we got Luigi's autograph. So, before we head back to Koopa Coot, we actually have something to check out here. Mario's got some letters! Yeah, they're not really much here. Little T here is talking about training to save Princess Peach. Vanity is Chuck Quizmo's assistant, saying, "Oh, our ratings are going off the roofs!" But this one is my favorite one. "You rat, Mario! How dare you embarrass us! I'll never forget what you did! Hey, watch your back when you walk at night! I'm gonna make you cry! You better sleep with one eye open, pal! We shall return!" From the Koopa Bros. Now this is the type of letters Mario would actually be receiving if he existed in real life. Alright, so now we're gonna go back to Koopa Coot and receive an image of Bombat stuck in the background and a coin. Alright, so that's it for Koopa Coot's favors today. Now we're gonna cut to Toad Town. Whiz! This is everyone's favorite quizmaster, Chuck Quizmo. Want to try the quiz? Then let's go to the question. Question. What is the color of the block you can break with the first hammer you got? As much as I want to say red, considering how much is my favorite color and how much of an egotist I am, I'm gonna pick yellow. Alright, and that nets us another star piece. Woohoo! And another cutaway! Alright, after all that backtracking, we will now go to a building that was inaccessible to us earlier. Now, I could have accessed this building after Shooting Star Summit, but I totally forgot about its availability then. We could actually go here to the dojo. Now, here is the master, the person these two characters were referring to before, and basically this place is where you can fight to get some respectable honors and rewards, pretty much. Yeah, I can't really think of what else to call it. It's pretty much just like a mini coliseum, but there's one of the most strongest bosses here in the game. Though we won't be fighting him right now, we'll only be fighting level 1 pretty much. And level 1 is Chan, the Buzzy Beetle. Basically, this guy has 15 HP, 2 attack, and 2 defense. This guy's a pushover. You could probably beat him even after you beat Shooting Star Summit. It would just take a long time. Oh, I pulled it off. I couldn't pull it off before in practice. I was really rusty for some reason. But yeah, I guess the reason why I kind of wanted to save this until after Shooting Star Summit, how dishonorable, is because you do get another badge that would definitely speed this battle a lot faster than if you were to do it immediately after Shooting Star Summit. Yeah, we'll go with that. So, power jump again. Yeah, this guy's HP is gonna go down very fast. That's for sure. Alright. And we're gonna charge our hammer. That's the badge that I'm referring to. Alright. And we'll go with one more head bonk to be on the safe side. And a final hammer attack. I think that should be faster than doing it immediately after Shooting Star Summit, that's for sure. But in these dojo battles, we don't get star points, you only get honors. And how are those honors represented? Well, they are represented by these degree cards. They don't really do anything, they're just kind of like a novelty award. Pretty much, you could tell your friends, or back then when telling your friends was actually a thing, now you just gotta post it on Game Facts and everyone questions if you really did it or not. But yeah, that's pretty much what the dojo is. We'll definitely be going back here, especially near endgame, that's for sure. So now what we're gonna do next, we're actually gonna get 2 more badges that are needed for the next chapter. Well, what I personally think are needed. So we're first gonna meet up with Merlo in Shooting Star Summit. Another cutaway, fun! Jeez, with all these cutaways, you might as well call me emo. I just had to go there. Alright, I'm sorry. Okay, so the badge that I'm referring to is the Happy Heart badge. Basically, it takes 3 badge points, and it randomly restores 1 heart point throughout the battle. At a slow rate, apparently. Though, I find it more random as opposed to being in a raid. So, guess what? 1 more final cutaway! Finally. Alright, so what we're gonna want to do is go back to Rolf's shop, and in between all those cutaways, I've been brewing Koopa teas and selling them, and now I have 92 coins. Enough to get the down pound badge. Basically, if you were to attack with this badge on, well, if you were to attack with the skill, your hammer attack will negate all defenses of your enemy and will just attack normally. So it's an extremely useful badge, especially for the chapter that I'll be going into next. So now, I swear, there's no more cutaways. So what we're going to do now, we're going to head down here, further south, and explore more of what Toad Town has to provide. So first off, if we go all the way down here, we will see this flower, this moving flower. Kind of creepy at first, but if you see exactly what it is a magical creature with a flower on top of it. My name is Bubble. I came from Flower Fields, the wonderful land of flowers. I love to spread the wondrous flowers and flower fields all over your land, so you like the word wondrous too, eh? Of course, for that reason, I'll entrust this to your care. So apparently he thinks I like flowers because of my mustache. That's the reason, right? Because I can grow mustaches as well as I can grow flowers, apparently. So, yes, basically what he's telling us is to take good care of the seed and hope that we could grow it up to its proper form. So in order to do that, we would actually have to drop by here, the flower garden, with this person here. Her name is Minty. So we're just gonna, she's seeking these bulbs actually, so we're just gonna give her the seeds that we collect throughout the game. So first off, we're just gonna give this pink one here. Plants it right away, yada yada. You'll see why we'll be doing this later on in the game, that's for sure. So now, we could have further down south here. If we go further down here to the west, we will see even more to this town, such as this shop here, which sells a lot more better items than the first shop that you see, including super shrooms, but they're pretty expensive at 20 coins. Like I said, I won't be buying items as much as I would a normal Paper Mario playthrough because money's important, especially for buying those badges. Now, if we head further on to the west here, there are these 2 characters over here that I want to point out. This character's name is Fishmail. He's a fisher who wants to use Fuzzy Pete as bait. But Fuzzy Pete's like, nuh-uh, you ain't gonna use me as bait. I'm a caterpillar, but I still got some rights. Way to fight the power, man. Way to fight the power. So here's Toad Town's port, and the reason why we're going here, not to see the building, not to talk to any of the town's folks, but for personal greed, traditional Mario reasons. For money, 10 coins, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Alright, so now that we're done right over here, there isn't really anything else I can show you at the moment that is important. So we're gonna move further on east, backtracking. This is the entire theme of this episode, backtracking. And, oh my gosh, so much backtracking. We're gonna head further down south here to this tree. Wanna know why? Because I really want to apologize to this tree for all the harm I've done to its brethren. Nah, just kidding, I'm gonna hit it, if I could hit it properly. and it'll reveal this pipe. Thank you, Tree. This pipe leads to the hidden playroom that Koopa Koot was talking about. So we could use our credit here to play a game. The game being called Jump Attack. Jump Attack isn't really my favorite game between the other games in this playroom. Basically what it is, you get to choose a challenge for 10 coins, and basically you gotta hit a certain amount of blocks in order to get a prize. So you get 1 coin panels, 5 coin panels, a 5 times multiplier, and the Bowser panel. If you get the Bowser panel once, you lose and you don't win anything. If you do the 9 blocks option, you get double the coins. So we're gonna try 5 block at the moment because, again, my money's important and I kind of want to get guaranteed cash as much as possible. So here you go, Jump Attack. 1 coin, not bad. Well, 5 times the multiplier. And game over, just like how it was in my practice file. It really sucks. Yeah, so I'm not really fond of this game in particular. There's another game in here that I like 10 times better because it actually involves some skill as opposed to being based solely on luck. So we're going to leave the playroom over here. And one more thing I'm going to show before we finally progress the plot here are Lil Oinks. No, because I'll explain it myself. Lil Oinks basically come in a variety of colors, and you can pay 10 coins to have a little... Is it 10? I forgot. It is 10, so why can't I hit it? There we go, okay. So this machine hatches a Lil Oink egg, and if you hit it, it'll show a color of a Lil Oink. That one is a white one. So basically, is it a white one? Just check real quick. Yeah, it's a white Lil Oink. So basically, this pen will fill up with Lil Oinks until it reaches 10. When it reaches 10, the first Lil Oink that you hatched will leave an item, and depending on its color, the color depends the items that it leaves. However, if you go inside the pen and grab said item, all the other Lil Oinks will disappear. So really, it's really not worth it to spend 100 coins to get at least 1 item, unless you're getting items that only appear for a limited amount of times in the game. Those kind of items I will state later on in the game. So, right over here, this is actually where we're supposed to go. We're supposed to use this train to go to Dry Ruins and Dry Desert. But he's ruined! Oh my gosh, to go to Dry Ruins. So apparently that boulder fell in front of the train after Peach's castle went up to the sky. Why the Toads don't do anything about it, I have no idea. So we're just gonna blow up this rock for them because, I don't know, I guess they're lazy or something. And we're gonna go to Mount Rugged and whatever else this train leads to. So we'll be doing that next episode. I know this episode may have seemed short, but it may have been 10 minutes for you, but it's already hitting the 36-minute mark for me. So that's enough gaming for me today. So until next time, see you guys then. There's no save block for me to hit.